Imagine waking up one morning to a single headline that instantly shakes oil markets, rattles stock exchanges, and freezes diplomacy across 3 continents. The United States and Iran are now in open military confrontation. No declaration, no dramatic countdown, just confirmation. This would not be another distant conflict, this would be a geopolitical earthquake. Because a war between the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran would not stay bilateral. It would redraw alliances, ignite dormant fault lines across the Middle East, and force the entire Islamic world to choose sides, openly or quietly. Tonight, we analyze what would actually happen if Washington and Tehran crossed the point of no return. No slogans, no panic, only structure, numbers, history, and consequences. The first critical miscalculation. Any serious analysis must start with a warning. Iran is not Iraq in 2003, not politically, not militarily, not culturally. Iran is a centralized state with a population of more than 85 million people, a long historical memory, and a deeply institutionalized security system. Its leadership has spent over 4 decades preparing specifically for one scenario, a confrontation with the United States and its allies. This is not theory, it is doctrine. Size, structure, and real power. Iran's military system is divided into 2 parallel forces. First, the regular armed forces responsible for classical defense, Army, Navy, and Air Force. Second, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, a separate structure with its own command, budget, intelligence, and foreign operations. Together, Iran can mobilize over 500,000 active personnel, with several million reservists available in a national emergency. But numbers alone do not explain Iran's strength. Iran does not aim to defeat the United States in open battlefield confrontation. Its strategy is asymmetric dominance. Iran's core military doctrine. Iran possesses one of the largest missile arsenals in the Middle East. Short-range missiles, medium-range missiles, precision-guided systems developed domestically under sanctions. These missiles are designed to target military bases, airfields, logistics hubs, naval assets in narrow waters, especially in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. This matters because nearly 1/5 of the world's traded oil passes through that single maritime corridor every day. Any prolonged disruption would trigger immediate global economic shock, not theoretical. Immediate. Where economics become war. Iran does not need to defeat the United States Navy. It only needs to raise risk levels, sea mines, fast attack boats, anti-ship missiles deployed from mobile launchers. Even a limited escalation would force global insurance rates to skyrocket and push energy prices upward within hours. The battlefield would not only be military, it would be financial. Why this war would not stay in Iran? A direct conflict would activate Iran's regional network in Lebanon, in Iraq, in Syria, in Yemen. These groups do not function as a single command, but they share strategic alignment. This creates a scenario known as distributed pressure. Instead of one front, multiple flashpoints emerge simultaneously. This is exactly what Western military planners fear most: horizontal escalation. Reaction without unity. The Islamic world would not respond as a single bloc. That is a myth. Sunni and Shia divisions remain deep. Regional rivalries remain unresolved. However, public opinion would matter. Even governments aligned with Washington would face massive internal pressure if images of strikes on Iranian territory dominate global media. Official neutrality would not mean emotional neutrality, and in geopolitics, perception often becomes policy. Military superiority, strategic risk. There is no doubt the United States possesses overwhelming conventional superiority. Air dominance, satellite intelligence, precision strike capability, but superiority does not equal control. The Central American question would not be, can we strike? It would be, what happens next? Because Iran is structured to absorb pressure, prolong conflict, and raise costs over time. This would not be a short campaign, and it would not be politically cheap. Silent players, loud consequences. Russia and China would not intervene directly, but they would benefit strategically. A distracted United States means less attention elsewhere. Energy volatility would reshape alliances. Europe would face an immediate dilemma: support Washington or contain domestic economic fallout. There would be no clean choices, only damage control. What does victory even mean? Regime change, unlikely. Total occupation, unrealistic. Limited strikes, possible but unstable. The most likely scenario is prolonged confrontation without resolutions, marked by cycles of escalation and restraint. A war that never fully ends and never fully stops. A war between the United States and Iran would not be about territory, it would be about endurance, about who can absorb pressure longer, who can manage chaos better, and who pays the hidden price first. History shows us something uncomfortable. The most dangerous wars are not the ones started by accident, but the ones entered with the illusion of control. You are watching Global Vector. If this analysis helped you see the bigger picture, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us. Because in a world like this, understanding is no longer optional.